started thinking, man.
Welcome back, everyone, to another fast meal prep hack. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make a butternut squash soup. All right, it's Thanksgiving. It is cold in certain areas of the country, so this is a great dish to have to keep you warm and hearty for the holidays. So with that said, let's show you some of these ingredients. So one of the first things you want to get is some sea salt. Then we also have some curry powder blended with some black peppers, about 1 tablespoon of each ingredient. Now, some of the benefits when it comes to the curry powder and the black pepper. Curry powder has some turmeric in it, okay? And what turmeric does is a great property when it comes to anti-inflammatory. So it does reduce inflammation within the body. Now, if you do blend turmeric or the curry powder that we're using with some black pepper, this can increase the anti-inflammatory properties by 5 times, okay? So this is why I went ahead and blended it together, as well going to give that butternut squash soup a very great taste. Then we also have some white onions, okay? Some of the benefits when it comes to white onions, it definitely helps when it comes to respiratory health. So if you have a lot of congestion, take some white onions, start consuming it, and you're going to feel that your lungs is going to start clearing up. We also have 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. We have some garlic right here, and then we also have some butternut squash. So some of the benefits of butternut squash is that it's a great source when it comes to vitamins and minerals. So that means it's high in vitamin A, it's high in C vitamins, we're also high in magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins as well. So this is some of the benefits. Now, vitamin A, what that does, it helps with free radicals, okay? So it's great for your skin, also with eye health. It helps regenerate healthy cells. And then with the B vitamins, it's going to give you that natural energy that you need. So if you're feeling a little lethargic, have some butternut squash. And then also some of the benefits with consuming butternut squash is that it's also low calories. So if you're someone who's trying to burn some body fat and you want to have a real hearty Thanksgiving but not overeat on a lot of garbage foods, put this into your side dish. All right, this could be a great appetizer or starting dish for your Thanksgiving meals. Now let's go ahead and get started when it comes to preparing this. So first thing you want to do is you want to set your oven to preheat at 350 degrees. Within the oven, you want to go ahead and lay down some aluminum foil, all right? Then with the butternut squash, you want to cut it in half, just like this. Just be very careful when cutting it, especially with if you're using a sharp knife like myself, all right, like a chef knife. Just be careful because you don't want to put so much force where your fingers are in the way and then you end up cutting yourself, okay? Make sure you're cutting the butternut squash very safely, all right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to the trash can with your clean wash hands. Go ahead, dig right in, just like that, all right? And you're going to de-pit it, all right? You're going to take all the seeds out. Now, some of the things that you can do with the seeds, which I've seen people do, is that some people take the seeds and you can roast them, okay? But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to really just de-pit it and throw the seeds away. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our garlic, okay? And going to evenly spread it into the pit of the butternut squash, okay? Just go ahead and pour it in and then kind of stuff it in there, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and grab our white onions and do the same. Just stuff it in there. If you don't use all of it, that's totally fine. Just make sure it's nice and stuffed with garlic and onion. So we're going to go ahead and cover the butternut squash with some aluminum foil. Just like that. And place it in the oven. Alright y'all, so the butternut squash has finished roasting. So it looks just like this. if we go ahead and remove the cover, the way you're going to tell that it's good is just you're going to take a fork and simply put it in. If it slides right in, very simple and easy with very little force, that means it's ready to go, okay? As you can see, it's pretty soft, all right? So let's go ahead, pull these out. I wouldn't recommend using your hands, all right? Definitely use some gloves. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and peel. We're going to take all this out and peel this off, okay? So we're going to go ahead and grab a pot. Now we're going to go ahead and take the peel off. So we want to go ahead and grab a knife and just cut the edges.
This speaker to amplify my thoughts so people will quit asking me for sandwiches. That should work right. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright y'all, so we just finished peeling the butternut squash. So we're going to go ahead and place it onto the oven, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients like the almond milk, the rest of the onions, any leftover onions, some of the sea salt, alright, and also the curry powder with the black pepper. Now here's the thing about this dish before we continue. Now, this is where you can decide if you want the butternut squash to be savory or if you want it to be sweet. Now, if you want it to be sweet, the only extra ingredients you would add in would be a little bit of vanilla extract, some cinnamon, and then some stevia. And that's it. That's only if you want to make it sweet. If you want to keep it savory, just do the ingredients that I just did. So we have the oven on medium-high heat, and it's going to go ahead and start boiling. While it's boiling, we can go ahead and use this to try to smash everything together, okay? And if there's some hard pieces, just let it sit for a little bit so it can start boiling and getting real hot, and then it will soften, and then we'll continue to smash it together. So let's just wait for a little bit. Alright y'all, so that is it. This is how you make butternut squash soup. So as you look in here, it's already at a boil. And what I did, because it really depends on how big the butternut squash is and how much you get from it, but while I was cooking this, I added a little bit more almond milk to get it to be more loose, okay? More soupy. If I didn't, it would be real thick. So start off with 2 cups of almond milk. Then after that, kind of gauge it from there. So I believe I added in an extra cup of almond milk just to make it like really soupy. And then also I added just a tad bit more salt. I actually used a little bit of liquid aminos, all right, from Bragg's, to just boost up the taste just a tad bit, and that's it. Now with this soup is more chunky, right? So it's real chunky. I actually like or prefer chunkier soups, especially if we're making it from scratch, because it just gives you that more authentic feel and taste and texture. But if you're someone who just wants it like more creamy and just like pure, like, you know, liquid, then you could always transfer this from the pot, throw it into like a Vitamix or a food processor, and that would definitely bring it down to a more liquefied state. But with that said, this is how you make a butternut squash soup. My name is Corinne Sutton, and like I said before, if you really enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and also tag some of your friends down below in the comment section. This would definitely help, especially on Instagram, because when it comes to the algorithms, the more you engage, the better reach the video will get, and I would truly appreciate that. And also when it comes to the recipes, also the macronutrients, that'll be in the description box down below. But with that said, my name's Corinne Sutton, and hopefully you enjoy.